G'day, and welcome back to your daily dose of Karens, Kevins, they're no good, idiotic public freakouts here and Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things, with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. Here we have a conflict between a pair of Macca's workers, or actually, I'm sorry, that's Australian, a pair of McDonald's workers, which has seemingly reached its boiling point.
I let you see me stock and clean with that rag. Because Tasha sees me stock and clean with that rag. You weren't here yesterday night. The other night, I did that.
I was here last
Don't
night.
tell me what I don't do. I cleaned this store and you were sitting in your car.
No, Constanta, it's fine because the other night, tonight I'm gonna clean what I do and restock and wipe off the rag every night what I do. Every night.
I do that every night. You want to leave it too? Go ahead.
I'm supposed to leave that too.
You can kill my money. I got 2 kids. Go ahead.
Okay, what does that matter? That doesn't, I don't care. Like, what, do I have to have kids to leave early? Because the other night, bro, I had to do like 17 different things because Constanta let Justin leave early. And I had to pick up.
Okay, listen to me. I had to leave early. Without me, he said, it can be too many people here. Yes, love. You're not doing nothing. He said, why you can
So you're saying I have to stay an extra hour to do everything, but Jessica gets to leave early? Constanta. That don't make sense.
Yes, really the customer. Forget it. I don't want to hear nothing. Really the customer.
Okay. I got 2 kids. I can't say he's fine. I'm taking a show. I got 2 kids.
Are you going to answer this?
I do my job. Just don't bring my name up.
Are you going to answer the customers?
No, I'm fine. Because I'm picking up everything.
Come here. I let you see me stock and clean with everybody and everybody in the store. Don't you ever bring my kids up in your mouth.
That's what you're
in
saying.
your life.
You're literally saying
In your life. In your life.
I'm not saying.
Do you understand?
Okay, first of all, I didn't say anything
Don't you
about
bring my kids up
I didn't say
in
anything.
your life.
I didn't say anything
In your life.
about this.
I gotta go.
Okay, go then. I didn't say anything.
You want to go
about
home? Don't bring my name up or my kid's name in your mouth. Clean the stove. You want to clean? Go home. Don't bring my kids up.
Bro,
They
what I'm saying
They
is-
good. They better than you. They live better than you. I'm here at the stove. When I come in, I clean, I stop. When I leave, I clean, I stop. Leave me alone. And don't bring my children up.
What I'm saying
Out
is,
my life, I'll put my
I
life
had to
before
pick
my
up
kids. I
yours.
will bitch over my kids.
I had to pick up your slack because you left.
Look, everything about this aside, you should, just the person bringing up the other person's family issues and stuff that does not involve them or involve their workplace in any way, shape, or form is just unnecessarily petty and honestly just disgusting to a certain degree. It's like, cool, yeah, she has family, they might have issues or whatever you're trying to use against them for that, but that is completely unrelated to this conflict you two are having at work, and furthermore to that, that is just outright stupid. You don't do that. That's no-go. In the next clip, we got the weirdest interaction I think I've ever seen. A Karen or someone decided to flag this guy down, then we have this beautiful interaction.
My consent.
That's your consent?
Yeah.
Do you mind telling me why you stopped me? Okay, so you just stopped me and called me.
Consent.
You just stopped me, you flagged me down in the street.
Incorrect.
You flagged me down in the street, so...
Shut up. Watch your mouth.
I did
second
what?
Time.
What are you talking about?
Watch your mouth second time. I didn't call you.
Okay, you said I'm a slut. We've never met, right?
Say sorry.
Why am I going to say sorry?
Because you said I called you whore.
Well, you've called me a slut, so I don't really need to apologise, do
Or
I?
a whore you will.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will.
No, I'm gonna end the I said to you about ending this conversation because...
Oh.
What on earth are you doing?
Попить.
No. Are you... What on earth are you doing? What's that about? Do you feel better now?
It's the water, it's not the wine, so it's gonna get dry. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's just the water.
You're obviously not well.
Obviously upset about.
You're obviously upset about something, but
So
the person you're
it's
upset at is not me. So
Shut up, third time. Third
What?
time doesn't exist.
okay, what is the...
You talk too much. That's
Okay,
your problem.
why did you stop me?
You talk too much. That's your problem.
I could be really rude to you, but I'm not. I'm being very polite because you're obviously upset about
Sorry
something.
about this.
I'll be sorry about it.
Yes, you will. Be.
Okay, well,
You
I'm
will.
gonna have to ask you. Excuse me.
Here, hold it.
Excuse me. Could you come and help me, please?
Hold this.
No. Excuse me. This lady's
Hold this.
attacking me. I've never met her in my life, and I really want to leave, but I've started filming because she won't leave me alone. She just picked up a bottle of water in my car and tipped it all over my car. I'd like to drive away, but if I drive away, I'm a bit concerned that she might become some sort of injury as I leave with the vehicle. So is there any chance you could...
And then you will go, I promise you. Don't shoot yourself, just hold the bottle.
No.
Hold the fucking bottle. Don't be the bottle.
Listen, I could switch on you, but I'm not that type of person.
Hold what's for your problem?
My problem is you.
Hold the bottle.
We've never met.
Hold the bottle.
We've never met.
Okay, I've got whole day.
Well, I haven't. I'm going to drive off.
Hold the bottle.
I've asked these nice people to keep an eye on you. You're in danger of injuring yourself. You're in danger of injuring yourself as I leave. Have a nice day. Thank you very much for helping. The lady obviously clearly needs help. Thank you.
I honestly just love this guy's vibe. Just cool, calm, and collected. This person just grabbed a random water bottle from your car and then just poured it all over your seat. Cool, calm, and collected. You're not going to lose your shit. You're going to keep your cool. You're going to just try and get someone else from around the area to kind of get her just to move away from the car so you can drive away and move on with your day. Good on you, bro. Like... I genuinely don't think I would have personally been able to remain that calm after she decides to start pulling her hand into my car to grab something. I think that'd be the point where I'd just be a little bit annoyed, but that's just me. What about you guys? What point in this clip do you think you would snap? Let me know in the comments below. Here we have someone going off at a Little Caesars employee for their food being, quote, too greasy. Here's the clip.
Excuse me? What you think? I drove back over here, didn't I?
Mama, you need that new
What do you need? What you need tonight?
that new cheeseburger.
What you need? Why would you give me this? So to ask me that is an insult on top of the fact that I had to get up out my bed and drive back down here for my kids to eat tonight.
So did you say I need
So,
extra butter, guys?
are you the manager?
Yeah, that's what I am.
You gotta get some help. You gotta really get some help. For real, I'm trying not to snatch out your hair tonight and get into it with you. For real, because that's where I'm at. You don't need to ask me that, ma'am. I'm back in your restaurant. Let's use common sense. I'm back here. Let's use common sense. I wouldn't have came back if I didn't want the bread. Here's the receipt, and you got it on the top. Why would you serve somebody like that? What the I look like? The immigrant?
Yeah, okay, thank you. Next.
I'm not moving, and you gonna take it easy. I'm telling you, you never know what people ask. Baby girl, Little Caesars don't pay you that much. I'm gonna remind you again.
Did she say extra butter, guys? Sorry. Did she say?
Okay, that's extra to you.
Did she say I need
That
butter?
how ignorant is that? How stupid is that?
Excuse me.
You excused. You excused. You gonna give me my money or give me my bread? I'm not moving. And you're not gonna help nobody else. You're not gonna help nobody else. You gave me the attitude, so I'm giving it back to your ass. You got the game.
I'm sorry, but if you're ordering food from any form of fast food restaurant and you complain about your food being too greasy, then I'm sorry, you shouldn't go to a fast food restaurant. That's going to happen from time to time. There's going to just be a point where you've gone in there at a point where it's getting close to the point where they need to clean things and get rid of a lot of the excess grease, but they're not quite there yet. And going off like this about it is kind of stupid, not going to lie.
This guy brought his dog onto the train with him on his way home, and well, his dog decided to jump on another person. The person's reaction to this isn't exactly what I would say the greatest reaction. Here's a clip.
People.
My dog is trained.
Well, obviously he not, because he just jumped on me.
And like I'm saying,
I'm not overreacting. I am allergic to dogs, and your dog just jumped on me.
You're still overreacting.
No, I'm not. I don't care. Get your keep their dog. First of all, you cannot control your dog. I watched your dog go in this lady's bag and all of that. No, I'm not. Y'all do too much. With these dogs on the train. Y'all do too much.
You're still overreacting.
No, I'm not. And if you recorded me, I hope you not recording me because I'm not talking to you no more.
Oh, but your problem was with me, right?
Oh, but I just told him if he's recording me. So shut the up.
Really, miss? Really?
Exactly.
Really? Do you need to go that far?
Yes.
You're overreacting.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
That dog just came on me.
All right,
That's
I
no such
apologize
thing as a.
multiple times. I
Stop
apologize.
recording me.
And has my
Yo,
dog done
I just
anything
told you to
since?
stop
I
recording me.
apologize.
All right.
I apologize.
All right.
I ain't got no dog, bro. You better worry about that.
I don't care. Yes, you are recording. You are recording.
Look, I get it, honestly. I don't, like, is this a bit of an overreaction? Maybe. This would purely depend on your own opinion on this type of thing. Personally, I think that you shouldn't let your dog just do that unless, like, the person is actively going, hey, come here, and wants to pat the dog or something along those lines. Like, I don't, like, you should be trying to hold your dog pretty much next to you when you're on the train. There are people who could be allergic to the dog. There are people who could have like a full-on fear of dogs, and that could cause issues there. Like, you don't know what people have when it comes to potential issues with dogs. If the person shows that they want to give affection to the dog, like we see later in this clip, another person is patting the dog and all that, then okay, let the dog approach that person. But you shouldn't just let it happen. Genuinely. I do get the reason to this reaction. Is it a bit of an overreaction? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't really agree to that one. I do get her reaction here, and yeah, maybe you should... Yeah, your dog might be trained, but maybe you should be more human and accept that there are some people who might be allergic, might have issues with dogs, and it's probably best to, unless the person actively shows they want to give affection to the dog, keep the dog by your side. You got a leash for a reason. Make use of it? I don't know. This Karen was attempting to hold this car park for someone one way or another by standing in the car park. You know, the typical entitled Karen thing to do. Anyway, someone else comes in and takes the car park. And this is her reaction to that information.
Can you say that
You
again?
want to record me?
Can you say that you're gonna key the car?
Yeah, do you want to say that you just took a spot when someone was standing right there?
That you're not a car?
A human was standing right there. Would you like me
You were
to
on the
call
sidewalk.
cops? Would you like me to call
Yeah,
them?
call the cops.
You have no dignity.
Wasting my time.
I'm wasting your time?
Yes.
I was standing right there.
You're on the sidewalk.
Are you kidding me? I was standing right in the spot.
No, you weren't.
What gives you guys an attitude to stand right here, to actually think that you have respect when some human was standing right here?
You weren't standing right here.
Okay, I'm gonna key your car. Have a good day.
Whoa.
Oh, you're so
Back
cool.
up.
You're so cool.
Back up.
Oh yeah, leave. I would love to see you leave.
I
'Cause
said
you are a
back up, I
cheater.
didn't say
In this
leave.
millennial attitude where you think you own the world and you own everything, this instant gratification, get some civility back. I'm gonna key your car.
Don't you love the audacity of some of these people saying that, oh, you're just being entitled because this is meant to be for someone else, this car park, that's why I was standing here. That's not how you save car parks, man. That's just not how that works at all. It's literally the first car that gets there gets the car park. There is nothing else to it. You can't just stand in a car park and reserve it. And then it makes me question, where in the world is the person who you're saving the car park for? Surely they wouldn't be that far behind you if you're already there standing in the car park waiting for them to catch back up. It's just fascinating seeing these type of people out in the world. And then of course the idea of like, man, show some chivalry, I'm going to key your car in the same sentence is nuts. So the guy behind the camera here has come to talk to their neighbor because their neighbor apparently has a problem with their dog because their dog apparently barks all the time, non-stop, and things just go in a very funny direction to me. Here's a clip.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm your neighbor in the back.
Excuse me, dear. Penny.
Oh, these are your dogs too that are always barking?
My dogs don't bark.
Yeah, they do. As you saw, they do. So your husband had a problem?
Dear?
Your husband had a problem because my dogs were barking earlier? What was the problem?
Dear, would you get out here and talk to this man? My
Your dogs bark.
Like yours do.
It looks like they bark. Really?
Yeah.
So my dogs can bark, but yours can't.
Mine are doing it in the house. Yours
Your
are doing
dogs
it
bark in the backyard all the time. So what was the problem?
Are you the guy from back
I live back there, yes.
Absolutely you have a problem with me.
Yeah, why?
Why? Because your dogs bark and bark and bark and bark.
So do yours.
No, they don't.
Yes, they
no,
do.
God damn it, they
Yes,
don't.
they do.
Bullshit.
Yes, they do.
Listen, they go out there and if they bark, it's like bark, bark, and then that's it.
No, they don't.
Our
What,
dogs do
really?
not- no.
Your dogs bark for 20
Bullshit.
minutes. Yes, they.
You want me to get the other neighbors here? We can all
Are
tell
you-
you.
really?
We can tell you all because
Wow.
you're a damn dog.
No, that you are lying, buddy.
Bullshit.
Sorry, your dogs bark
I sat out there this
all the
morning
time.
and that goddamn little dog you got was right there
They're
next to the
dogs.
next yard.
They're dogs.
Agitated.
Does that bother you that much?
Yeah, it does.
You have dogs and barking bothers you that much?
It does. Because
Wow.
this is supposed to be a peaceful neighborhood.
It is a peaceful
But
neighborhood.
it's not with your dogs.
Really?
Come in. He's recording us. Get in.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you should.
Yeah, I've been recording you the whole time. You're gonna.
Good.
This is gonna end
Excellent.
up online. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Because the next thing that's going to happen.
Just tell us. Tell us.
Okay, the next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to go to the police.
Go do
and
whatever
turn
you
you
need.
right in.
Do whatever you need
because
to, buddy.
You're not even supposed to have that many dogs. You don't train them. You don't take care of them.
What do you
don't
really?
Yes.
What
that's
are you
right.
talking about?
You
I
let
have
them
3
roam
dogs.
around in a
I have 3
yard
dogs.
that's full of crap.
Who cares what my yard looks like?
Who
That bothers you
cares?
that much?
That's
Who cares?
humanity, man.
Who cares what
Do
my
you not
backyard
get
looks like?
that?
It's toys back there. Those
Oh,
are my
there's no
son's toys.
It's all
Go.
crap.
It's toys. It's
all
my son's
crap.
toys.
Oh, bullshit.
It's my. Go back there and take a picture.
I have.
Go.
I have, man.
Be
It's
my
all
guest.
terrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Have a
you
nice
happy
day.
now? You got
am.
enough on film?
I got it. I got enough on film.
Okay, good.
Thank you, buddy.
And let me just
have a
tell
nice
you
day, buddy.
that
Have a nice day. You are crazy, bro.
About halfway through watching this clip originally, I just started giggling and couldn't stop. It just seems so unnecessarily petty from the old man here. It's like, oh, let's go. Oh, yeah. So the next time I'm going to call the police. I'm going to tell them you got like too many dogs and you don't train them. You don't do this. Your yard looks like shit. It's like, where did all this stuff come from? It's like, what? Your dogs don't bark? We're just going to pretend what happened at the start here when someone knocked on your door, those dogs weren't barking? Yes, when a new dog comes into a yard and it's in a neighborhood where there are other dogs, feedback loops often occur, where one dog just starts barking randomly because, I don't know, someone's walked by or someone they're unfamiliar with walked nearby. Then another dog in the neighborhood will bark at that dog because they've never heard that bark before. Then they bark back and they just bark for a little bit. It happens. Trust me, one of my neighbors recently got a new dog, and for the first few days, it was just non-stop barking. It's done now. It's no longer barking anywhere near as much as it was before. But, you know, that's just how dogs are. Deal with it. Jeez. So this guy here is on his way to pick up his client's car, which is a really nice looking Porsche. Turns out there seems to be a bit of a scratch on the underbody of the actual vehicle itself, and well, a confrontation between the person who was holding onto this car for the past few days for potential work, and then the person behind the camera.
Not a scratch.
It was a scratch and you
no,
just scrubbed it
not.
off.
A scratch you can't rub off, bud.
Dude, it's still
That's
right
smudge.
there. You
That
just
is
tried rubbing it
smudge.
off.
That is shit. I told you from the beginning.
Bro, you just tried rubbing it off.
Where's
and
the
didn't come
light?
off.
Where's the
right here?
Put your light on, man.
Look.
That is not. Just run your finger across it, man.
Well, that's what I interpret as a scratch. Okay?
That's a smudge.
But that's what I interpret as a scratch.
Well, man, do we have to look up the word scratch?
I'm not gonna argue with you.
No, I'm not, man. Jesus Christ. Come on,
Did you
man.
sign? Are you ready to go?
You ran into the wrong guy. That's all I'm telling you, man.
Why? What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna do shit,
So
man.
then what are you threatening me for?
No, you're the one coming in here. It's a scratch. Oh, now you don't want to put your light on to show me it's a scratch? Come on, man. Please.
Okay.
Please, man.
A light. Okay. That's what's coming down to, a light. All right.
No, man.
I would just like to continue on my way and go, man. That's all.
I just signed.
Okay. And I'm
Rough. Absolutely rough is probably the best way to describe this. I'm a car nut. I'm going to be honest. I like sports cars. They're really cool. I probably will get one in the future if I could ever somehow afford one. But in this situation, it seems like, okay, the underside of the vehicle here where that scratch seems to be, it seems like that part is made of some form of plastics. At least that's what it visually looks like. It might be some different material, might be carbon fiber, but I kind of doubt it with what it looks like and how scratched it looked, like how the mark is there. And let's be completely honest here, the underside of your car, especially the plastics, is probably going to get scuff marks over time, unless the idea of this car is going to be a pristine looking car that will basically live a life in a garage, and we don't want any form of marks to end up on it whatsoever. Depending on what the reason why the car was here in the first place could vary the different levels of how annoyed I would be personally if I saw this on my car that was a multi-100K car. Maybe I'd be if it was like meant to be like some form of vinyl work or stuff along those lines, something where it's inside the pristine garage and wouldn't be taken out for any reason because it's more about detailing and washing and all that, then I would be slightly annoyed. But if it's like one of these cases where this vehicle was in the shop for some form of mechanical work, I wouldn't be that annoyed. It'd be slightly like it'd just be a little bit of a frustration, but I wouldn't be like this guy here. Granted, the person behind the camera is not the owner of the car. It's the person picking up the car for the owner instead of the owner doing it himself. So the owner might not actually care about that mark being there because, let's be real, you're going to get marks like that on the underside of your car, especially if you do use it on a regular occurrence by just going up driveways into various different car park scenarios, for example, or maybe the angle difference between the start of some form of ramp up is a little too much, so you slightly ding the back of your car because it's a little lower than what most other cars would be. Overall, I personally don't think this is a massive issue. Personally, I can understand why, but yeah, interesting. Here we have a DoorDash delivery driver who so happens to be black, totally won't matter to this clip in just a moment, wait a minute, probably will, who's gone into a certain neighborhood. Apparently, it is, quote, a private area, and so a Karen comes out of the woodworks to start going off at him to leave and decides to call 911 over the shenanigans.
Yeah, can you just have them...
I'm asking you to leave. They're gonna
Okay, I'm leaving. I just dropped off my order. All you had to do... Okay, I'm leaving the property. I've turned around.
He's wearing
I've turned around and I'm leaving the property.
He's wearing a gray shirt, and if you were leaving the property, your car would be moving and he'd be driving.
Okay, but you said you're calling the police and you asked me to wait.
911.
Yeah, you asked me to wait for him.
You won't just leave.
Okay, you're asking me to wait for him. Do you want me to wait for him, or do you want me to leave?
I've asked repeatedly. I've asked you. He's black. He has a mustache. He's wearing glasses.
Mm-hmm.
His black shorts on. Do you have weapons?
No.
He says he doesn't have any weapons. I do not. Not yet. But we need him to leave the property.
I'm leaving the property. You asked me to wait for the police?
No, I never asked you to wait,
yes,
sir.
You said you're calling.
I told you repeatedly you should not be on the property for any reason or no reason, and that you need to leave. You're criminally trespassing.
No, it's not criminally trespassing when you drop off a DoorDash order.
K-A-R-E-N. Get a big laugh out of that, buddy. Brophy. B-R-O-P-H-Y.
All you had to do was say, this is private property.
That's correct.
Could you turn your car around? You're going the wrong way. You got very...
So
you
police
got,
will be here and you can explain it to them, but what you should do is leave.
That was very hostile, the way you came at me.
You're breaking the law, not me.
It's not breaking the law.
In some follow-up information, apparently the guy stuck around for a little while to see if the cops would actually show up, and you know what? They never did, and yeah, funny. Because of course not. It's a huge waste of time because clearly it's not one of those things where they're truly going to care about it. But yeah, hey Karen, how you doing, Karen? You're doing great. It's always funny when someone who is literally named Karen turns out to be the stereotype. It's really bad for other people who are named Karen who aren't the stereotype, but unfortunately there are too many Karens who reinforce the stereotype.
Next we have a Karen finding out that being an a-hole at the Rocky Horror Picture Show is not exactly the greatest of ideas.
You can't control her.
If she wasn't what seems to be an older person, this would probably be a bit of a traumatic experience for a person growing up. Genuinely speaking, getting all this shit thrown at you, being shat on so bad by everyone else in the theater at the time because of what you did, genuinely should be making you think, oh, maybe I'm actually in the wrong here and maybe I should learn to be better. But considering that she's her probable age by how she looks, that's probably not going to happen anytime soon.
Here we have an upset DoorDash driver who's gone back to the previous delivery in order to question the person they delivered for why they did a chargeback. And for those of you who are unaware, if you get enough chargebacks on your account when you're a driver, you can get your ability to do driving on DoorDash or Uber Eats, all the various platforms permanently. You get removed and you're not allowed to do that anymore. So it does actually affect other people's livelihoods if you do chargebacks. Here's a clip.
Whatever y'all little ghetto people always trying to get a free meal. Y'all always, call her back. Call her back, because y'all always trying to get a free meal.
First of all, don't put your hand in my face. Don't put your hand in my face.
I'm gonna need for you to let these people know. I'm gonna start recording you. I'm gonna record it. Don't worry about it. I'm recording it, and I see the food right there. I see the food.
Move away from my door.
I wish you would, and I wish you would.
Move away from my door. Move away from this door.
I wish you would, ma'am. Don't worry, because I recorded all the food and everything in here. You old ghetto old trifling heifer. You trifling for that. You trifling. I'm going to send this video to DoorDash. You trifling. Oh, dirty heifer. They always trying to get something for free.
Now I ask the question, do you think this person handled this entire thing the right way? I can understand why we got here in the first place. I mean, heck, this is affecting her income because someone is selfish enough to attempt to get their food for free, even though they got it delivered by the delivery driver. Because, charging back doesn't just charge back the money from DoorDash itself. So, no. It means that the person who's the delivery won't get paid for it whatsoever. And they've just wasted whatever amount of fuel to do that delivery, and that money's now just vanished, gone, completely kaboof. And as I said, it can get your account terminated as well. But also at the same time, you get caught doing enough false chargebacks, your own account can get terminated too. But I don't think it's that hard to make a new DoorDash account for getting deliveries. Here we have an interesting argument going on between the person behind the camera and the person who lives at the house that, we're out the front of currently about dog poo and who owns the sidewalk. I'll explain to you afterwards.
Walk, and that's Orange County, that's not yours.
I called today. That's mine and this is mine.
But not the sidewalk. And quick question. So why are you blaming me for everybody else's poop?
I asked you the same thing. I asked my neighbor. And she understands. Because
I step and poop every time I come. All I ask.
Well, that's
only thing
you
I
gotta
ask-
go through association, not to me. Because you have no idea how many dog poop I have to pick up every day.
Well, then you should
as
complain.
well.
You should
Right,
complain.
but that's not the right approach.
I actually, I said, can you please not let your dog? I said, please. Can
Right.
you please not let your dog come here? Because I don't want to blame somebody that is not. So I said, please.
Right.
I didn't say,
but
this
this is what happens.
I said to my
The
neighbor.
sidewalk belongs to
same
Orange
thing I
County.
said to my neighbor.
Right.
I asked them politely.
I
"Can you
understand,
please-"
but I'm not gonna go all this way like that and put my dogs in danger if a car comes through.
And
Just
what do you
because
mean
you don't
in-
allow
what
me
do
to
you
go
mean
through
in
that sidewalk, which
danger?
is not yours.
No, first of all, they're in my. This is still my grass. This is my grass. That's like me coming.
It's
and
okay,
parking
Papa. It's
my
okay.
bike
It's okay.
on
She's
your
not gonna do
grass.
anything. I
Like,
understand,
you
but
parking
that
your bike,
sidewalk, it's
and
Orange
you tell
County
him I'm not
or
gonna do
Seminole
anything,
College.
is he's not doing
And you
nothing
threatened me
me.
to kick my
He said-
dogs.
I said,
Do not ever
right?
say that again.
Don't tell me
Because
this out of my mouth. I'm a grown
okay,
man.
then don't say. Excuse me.
I'm grown.
I
I'm
know. Me
full
too.
grown.
Me
I'm
too.
full grown.
Please listen. I just moved here, and you're making this experience horrible.
Y'all making it horrible.
Me? Why
Horrible.
me?
Because when a person asks you something, if I'm next door to you and you say, listen,
Right, but I'm not next door to you.
Regardless, if
I'm not
walking
not
by-
that neighbor
if
or
I'm
that
walking
neighbor.
by and you say, excuse me, please, can
Yeah.
you not let your dog out of respect?
But I see you looking at me, puppy. It's okay.
Look, when it comes to sidewalks, there's a lot of semantics on how all that actually functions. Like, there's been multiple different occasions over the past year and a bit since I've been doing these videos where I've looked up various different rulings and laws on how sidewalks and stuff like that works in America. And effectively, what those sidewalks are public easements. Public easements that, whilst, yes, technically the land is owned by whoever owns the house and land that the house is sitting on, but the sidewalk and sometimes even the grass strip between the sidewalk and the road is public easement land that is used by the county, the state, or whatever it ends up being classified under in order to give some public walking space that can be used by anyone in the public. And that's how that goes. And yes, there are people who walk around with their dogs who let them just crap and not pick up after them. And yeah, they suck. They suck as people, but just whenever you see someone walking a dog and you're just directly blaming them for doing it is just not the right way of doing it. It's a bit silly. I get it. It sucks, but yeah, I get it. It's messy. It sucks. Whatever. But going off at a random person who has a dog is just stupid.